This is Guy from the Pear Tree family, and I'm here at the Epcot Food and Wine Festival 2020. See you inside. It is so hot today. It is so hot. So, of course, we got some ramen. They had this last year. Wasn't the most popular among some people, so I enjoyed it. Let's see, it's nice and cold. Cold ramen on a hot day. Perfect meal. Slurps up. Yes, I love this thing. Cold noodles are so refreshing. so refreshing. There's tempura flakes in here. And very good taste. The broth is definitely more of a soy sauce taste, not a tonkatsu or anything. Tastes just like last year, and it still tastes good. Sometimes I get so hungry, I forget to show you the food before I eat it. Great taste, very similar to last year. I feel like the flavor this year was a little bit more intense, a little bit stronger. Definitely soy sauce. Not too sure what the foam was, but everything just went so well. If you like cold noodles on a hot day, this one's for you. 1 for 1. So next we have the hummus fries. Hummus fries comes with a lot of toppings, and it's actually a very generous amount of fries. Here we go, first bite. That might have been too big of a bite. That's really good. That is really good. All the toppings make it so refreshing. One of them did get a little mushy because of all the sauce. What? Another good one. 2 for 2. This is the empanada from the islands of the Caribbean. Very messy. Very messy, but very good. So, like a little kid in a candy shop, almost literally, I just made a mess of that ice cream. Giving you a chance to film myself, but amazing. I had the same one last year, still one of the best things I've ever done. And now we're 4 for 4. Great day so far. Hi, this is Guy from the Pear Tree family, and I'm here at the Epcot Festival of Holidays. See you inside. So, after walking around the whole world, figuratively of course, and being even more hungry, I've decided we're going to start with some poutine. So let's go get some poutine.
The exception will be when eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave.
All right, here we go. Turkey poutine, first meal of the day. We got onions, turkey, and fries. A couple weeks ago, I had a leftover Thanksgiving poutine. These fries are definitely crispier. Turkey's a little bit dry. But with the cranberry and the sauce, it feels like Thanksgiving and the holidays. 1 for 1. So I gotta say, the fries are very crispy. This place always has good fries. Turkey was a little dry on top. I think because it didn't catch any of the craving or anything else. Gravy didn't really have too much of a flavor. Cranberries were cold. I mean, I know it's supposed to balance everything out. Onions just added texture. I needed some cheese. I need some cheese on the poutine, but still a recommend. And we're off to a good start. Now that's the caramel cake. And as some of you know, I love caramel. I have to eat caramel. So let's dig in. Very thick, that's what she said. Very thick chocolate cake. Mostly dark chocolate. Let's get the caramel. It's okay. It's a very rich cake with not that much caramel filling. Not too bad, but not a recommend. 1 for 2. So after eating it, like I said, very rich chocolate cake. Icing is also very rich. You don't taste the caramel. As you eat into it, there's a little bit more caramel. There's also nuts to break the richness of the chocolate, I'm guessing. But all in all, it's just a rich chocolate cake. So next we have the lamb kafta. I know it's not technically a kafta, and I'm probably pronouncing it horribly wrong. The lady told me it's been reimagined. So they kept the name, but they changed the dish. And it's lamb meatballs with some vegetables. Looks like peppers, corn, onions, and some other stuff, and pita. So let's dig right in. Let me try not to eat the whole thing at once. Of course, in Middle Eastern countries, they would eat this by hand using the pita to scoop everything up. But here we go. All right. spices are very Arabic, Middle Eastern type. I don't know what it is I'm tasting, but it reminds me of Lebanese food that I go to restaurants. It reminds me of Arabic food that I go to restaurants. It's very authentic. Pita's okay, but the vegetables and the lamb are great. We are 2 for 3. So after eating it, definitely a really, really good dish. I don't know if it's turmeric or za'atar or what it is, but it tastes really authentic. It's a certain flavor that food from Morocco and that region tend to have a lot of. Second pita wasn't as dry as the first one. The lamb meatballs were still good. A good dish, just a good dish. Got something special next. Okay, time for some soba. When I saw they have this, got very, very excited. So, you know how we do it. Gotta slurp it. All right. Ooh, just smell it. Delicious. Delicious. So good I can't even talk. So, it's regular soba, but what really makes it is the dipping sauce, broth that it's in. It tastes soy sauce, probably a little bit of dashi. Some other stuff, which I probably don't even know. Fantastic. Love it. 3 for 4. Oh, I'm getting full. I need to sit down. Excuse me. Soba was delicious. As you guys know, I love noodles. Stock, probably a very simple stock, but still delicious. The tempura that was put on it got a little soggy because they just left it in there. I wish they would give that to you on the side or something, but tempura was okay. Shrimp tempura, of course. Yeah, there's nothing to say. Great noodles. Alright, let's try this churro. Sweet. It's a little dry. Don't get too much leche. Give it one bite. Okay. Unfortunately, not really a recommend. It's sweet, but other than that, it's just fried dough with sugar and a small amount of dulce de leche. What are we like? 4 for 5? No. 3 for 5. 3 for 5. Not bad. Not too bad. So, I'm a little bit of a dulce de leche snob. I mean, I'm from the country with the best dulce de leche in the world. And I've had some good churros, so I know that with the churro, you have to get the filling almost bursting out. And this one barely had any filling. Dulce de leche wasn't really that flavorful. So there's nothing special about this one. And it was one churro. Hey, this is Guy from the Pear Tree family, and I'm here at the Epcot Festival of the Arts 2021. I'll see you inside. Okay, we have the lobster poutine. I actually really like the poutines here. I haven't eaten them anywhere else, but I like the ones here. Starving. Let's dig in. Oh. Fries. Crispy. Good. Lobster. Get a lobster and fry. I think it's sour cream and some other gravy also. The fries under the cream, they get a little soggy, but here we go.
Thanks for visiting us today. For the health and safety of everyone, face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times, including when taking photographs. The exception would be when eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that
Can you hear the crunch?
will be asked to leave.
Is the lobster fresh? I don't know. But is it good? Definitely.
Thank you.
It's a little sweet, and the sour cream and the fries together balance it so well because it's salty. It balances so well. All right. Now, get some jalapeno, some lobster, and then some fry too. Assembling my bite. Here we go. Jalapeno, lobster, and fries. Here we go. Jalapenos, kind of pickled. So they go so well. It gives it a nice little heat. Lobster, a little sweet again. And the fries, just delicious. Delicious. Great start, 1 for 1. one of the best things I've ever eaten at an Epcot food booth. It was very well balanced, and the cream pulled everything together. It was lobster bisque sauce. The lobster was nice and sweet. The French fries were nice and salty, and the jalapenos give it a little bit of spice. Great start, great item. Definitely recommend.
That's right. Oh, how funny. That's fun.
And the blue corn
So this is a blue corn pupusa. I'm guessing it's blue corn. It has pork, cabbage, and some sauce. It is going to be messy. Nope, can't pick it up. All right, let's try eating it layer by layer. Okay. Pork. Very good. Very soft, very tender. I think this is a spicy sauce with the cabbage. Cabbage is nice because it breaks up a spiciness from, I think it's from the pork. Now, try the bottom layer. Kind of chalky. Not as good as I thought it would be. Pork is delicious, but you see how it's kind of, you didn't see that. See how it's kind of hard? It's not as soft. It should be great with the tortilla. We're gonna say 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2. In terms of taste, it's great. In terms of taste, it's fantastic. But the blue corn thing, pupusa, the texture is just weird. It's not soft. The very, very middle of it was very soft, and that with the pork was delicious. But to me, it's a texture issue. It's not as soft as it needs to be. So this is this year's special ice cream. The one last year was the raspberry one, which was amazing. One of the best desserts I've ever had here in Epcot. So let's try this one. This is the lemon ice cream. It's good. Just a lemon tart. Doesn't seem like there's anything else in there. I thought there'd be some toppings or something, but nothing. Just a cone. So my battery died. But anyways, as I was saying, it's just normal ice cream. Just normal lemon tart ice cream. Not really recommend. We're actually still 1 out of 3, but we're gonna find some good stuff. I know it. Here we have the salmon gâteau, which basically is French for cake. It's salmon, caviar, a cracker, and I think that's mustard or something. Let's try the cracker. Very good. Very soft. Yeah, I think that's like a mustard. Try the salmon with the cream sauce. Oh. This was $7, and it was worth it. Meeting on the garbage can. Part of the Disney experience, I guess. Let's have the salmon and the caviar. This is for seafood lovers. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. This is basically salmon and cream cheese without the bacon. Great dish. So now I was able to get a table, so things are a little bit easier now. So as you can see, salmon, the radish, it's more to cleanse your palate than anything else. Nice and fresh. Well, I don't know how fresh it is. Delicious. Little flour vegetable. Nice and crunchy. But I can't get over the salmon and cream with the caviar. If you see this, get it. So the cream was egg yolk cream, which kind of explains the richness of it. The caviar is a paddlefish caviar and micro herbs. I guess that includes the radish. The cream went really well with the cracker. The caviar was just fantastic. Fantastic. I thought it wasn't worth it, but that one was worth it. Alright, so here we have a vegetable gyoza with a fish cake, which is actually a Naruto. But they don't always say that. Alright. Vegetable gyoza with tofu and spinach. Let me get some mashed potatoes on here as well.
It looks like it.
I don't know how that's Japanese, but here we go. Itadakimasu. It's actually really good. A little surprised. Mashed potatoes aren't that good. Just normal mashed potatoes. Yeah. And edamame. Yeah. But gyoza is really good. Has this tonkatsu, which is fish bone broth, teriyaki sauce on it. It goes really well. Potatoes got kind of cold. And I don't think it really goes with the dish, but gyoza are good. Try the fish cake. If you've had ramen, you've had this fish cake. Okay. Overall, that was a good dish. I don't know if I would recommend it. The gyoza was good. The sauce on the gyoza was good. The pepper sticks were good. But the potatoes, honestly, I think it'd be a better dish without the potatoes and $1 less. Potatoes, they weren't powdered potatoes. They're definitely mashed potatoes, but it didn't really go with the dish. It wasn't warm. It didn't go with the dish. So if you like gyozas, get it. If you don't bother.
blackout seats are in the center. What are you guys gonna go see? Oh, what we were trying to
Did you hear Auntie B has a UTI? That's what's causing a lot of her symptoms.
So, I'm pretty much sitting on the floor here, on a rock, and eating ice cream and pretzel. This is a banana ice cream with a brown sugar pretzel. Wow. Banana and chocolate syrup. Wow, this is... This is really good. It's starting to get hot here, and it's melting. This is really good. Let's see if I can pick up this pretzel. Oh.
Oh, look at this guy. Look what he got.
Oh.
Why do you look like that?
That is delicious. Oh my god. I think I still have some on my nose. Oh.
Oh man.
It's a... Have you ever had a brown sugar Pop-Tart? Exactly the same. Delicious. Oh. I'm gonna enjoy this dessert. So this is more like a pizza slice than it is a... This is more like a pizza slice than rather a flatbread. I mean, as you can see, it pretty much looks like a pizza slice. Ripping it apart, you got a lot of toppings on them. Let's see.
For the health and safety of everyone, face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times, except when actively eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain
The sauce is
physical
cold.
distancing. Thank you for your
Kind of cools it
cooperation.
down a little bit. The sauce is cold, which kind of cools it down a little bit, which is not a good thing. I would want this really, really hot. The flavor you get is really the za'atar, the za'atar. That's the biggest flavor you get. Let's try some more toppings. Dried pepper. The princesses are walking by, but let's take a bite of this. So the princesses were walking by, so I couldn't talk. But after having a piece with all the toppings, it's actually really, really good. I think the reason why I got the za'atar is because it was more dough than toppings. But with all the toppings, you get the creaminess of the cheese, you taste the dried peppers, or dried tomatoes, you taste the peppers, you taste the za'atar, you got the, I believe it's chicken, and everything just goes so well together. Definitely a recommend. If you like flatbread, you like Arabic flavors, definitely a recommend. So it turns out that there's actually artichokes on the flatbread, which I usually do not like. But this time it was actually good and it went with everything. So now I can actually sit down. So as you see, you have a lobster ravioli with a saffron vanilla cream sauce and some shredded chili peppers. Let's see how it is. Big first bite.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Cream sauce is pretty strong. I don't know if you heard, but the piece just literally fell right on my plate. You don't really taste the chili peppers. I think the cream sauce is a little bit too much cream. Let's see. Let's go for another bite. Let's see if we can get. The shredded chili peppers break the creaminess of the sauce a little bit, so it's not that heavy coating flavor in your mouth. But then you don't get the flavor of the lobster. If you can get the ravioli with a little bit of sauce, it's good. Now I taste the lobster. I don't know if it's worth $15. Hold on. If I could order that again, I would order it with much less sauce. If I could order that again, I would order it with much less sauce. I think the sauce takes away from the lobster flavor. I had a piece with not that much sauce, and I got the lobster flavor and the chewiness of the lobster a lot more. But with the cream sauce, it brings it all together, but it kind of masks the flavor of the lobster. Was it good? Yes. Is it worth $15? No. No. Poutine is much better. So we have the Oprah cake, not an H, not with an H. Yeah, it looks like, I don't want to call it tiramisu. I don't know what it is. I've never heard of this before. I'm gonna cut right into it. They said I can cut into it with a spoon. Yeah, it comes apart pretty easily. You can see the layer of the nut, chocolate. Wow. Wow. That is good. It really does remind me of a tiramisu. No ladyfingers though, but very much similar to tiramisu. You get a very strong coffee taste. But the chocolate ganache, the table's wobbling, I'm sorry. Chocolate ganache complements the coffee so well. The nuts are more for a crunch, but the coffee and the chocolate go really well. Really, really well. So I'm usually not a sweets person. I actually, as you can see, I avoid sweets when I come to Disney. That was really good. Totally worth it. Totally made up for the lobster from before. Very sweet, very rich. I need like a glass of milk to wash it down. But really, really good. Really good. Definitely a recommend. And here we go. The last day of, well, my last day. And here we go. My last day of Epcot Festival of the Arts. See you inside. Today we're going to focus on the art-themed dishes. There are a couple of them, so we'll focus on those. So as you can see, my Reuben fell a little bit. I actually don't usually like Reuben, but I've been hearing better things about the Reuben than the BLT. So let's try it. Pickle, I'll leave that for later. All right, let's try this Reuben. Rather, corned beef. You know what? Let me get some Thousand Island on here too. It's actually really good. Some really good corned beef. Wow. I am surprised. That is some good corned beef. Corned beef, some pickles, a little bit of capers.
Yeah, you lost your flair.
This is really good. This is really good. Pleasantly surprised. Let's try the panna cotta. Try with the bread. It's like a little mini muffin. Very nice, very soft. Same thing with cheese, very soft. Goes so well together. Everything complements everything so well. I'm very surprised. Really good dish. So after eating everything, I can honestly say I'm very surprised. And this is a delicious, fantastic top couple of numbers, which I can't even think of right now, dishes I've had at Epcot. Fantastic dish. Everything went well together. I tried every combination. Cheese and corned beef, cheese and bread, Brussels sprouts and corned beef, pickles and everything went well. Surprised, great dish, great start. So I got the tomato soup with French onions and bacon grilled cheese. Let's try the soup first. Very watery, it looks like. You can see. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more cream based. It's not. It's both good and bad. Bacon grilled cheese. The bread is not white bread. Good. Looks like it's rye bread or something. Now, the real reason. The cheese and the tomato. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Look at that beautiful bite. Wow. That actually makes it much better. That makes everything much better. The flavor of the bacon complements the soup so much. And the bread and the cheese just soak it all up. Individually, they're okay. Together, really good dish. Really good dish. 2 for 2 today. So due to a misunderstanding, I got 2 Pop-Tarts. So these are basically sugar cookies that are together, falling apart, with strawberry filling. To, of course, acknowledge that the most popular, most sold Pop-Tart is strawberry filling. So, let's get a bite. That is really good. It's actually not as sweet as I thought it would be. I mean, it's sorry about that. It's a sugar cookie base, of course, but you don't just take the sugar. You taste. There's depth to it. There's something more to it than just sugar. It's really good. A nice, not completely sugary dessert. So, I misread the menu, and it's actually not tomato soup with fresh onion. It's tomato soup with fresh onion bread, bacon grilled cheese. So I'm guessing that's what was on the bread, it's the French onions. But needless to say, soup was just pretty much blended up tomatoes with a little bit of seasoning and spices. The sandwich was really good, but together, it was great. Pop-Tart was good. Filling, not too sugary. Towards the middle, you got more strawberry flavor. On the edges, not so much, but still good, pretty filling. And as I exit the park for the last time, during the Epcot Taste of International Festival of the Arts, I have to say it was a good festival. Most of the food was good. Very little of it was not good or bad. Some of it was a little overpriced, but it is Disney food. You're paying at a theme park, and it was worth it. It was worth it. Great festival, a lot of fun, and more to come. More to come. Flower and Gardens next.
When taking photographs. The exception would be when eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked.
So I thought I was gonna get an Italian pepper and sausage poutine. Turns out it's vegan. Vegan. Vegan sausage, vegan cheese, vegan poutine. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay. I can dig it. Impossible sausage. Tastes like sausage. It does have a very sausage taste. It's just, I start every festival with poutine and I was just looking for rich gravy and the topping and fries. It's vegan meat on fries.
Pork belly?
Good, but not the best one. So I have to say, as a festival first, not bad. Excuse me, very filling. I make sure I always come very, very hungry. As a festival first, not bad. As a poutine, compared to the other poutines that they've had here, it was mediocre. It was, don't recommend as a poutine, but Flower and Garden Festival, vegan type of themed meal, yeah, I'd recommend it. It's good for that. It's good for its theme, not necessarily compared to other poutines. Real crawfish etouffee? No. Is it real dirty rice? Probably not. And I'm probably gonna get killed for eating it. But let's try it. So I'm gonna get killed for saying this because this isn't real crawfish etouffee. It's not bad. It doesn't taste like real etouffee. It's got more of a spice to it. And they definitely don't use a roux. This is probably cream based or something. But the dirty rice is not. It's not Louisiana dirty rice. It's basically just different types of rice. But not bad. If you've never had etouffee, you like it. If you've had etouffee, you're gonna say this is an etouffee. 2 for 2, kind of, mostly. 2 for 2. We are having a Dole Whip.
Okay, I guess I picked her off then. Sorry.
Original Dole Whip. Let's see. Oh. It's been so long since I've had a pineapple Dole Whip. And it's a hot day, and it's worth it. It's sweet. It's creamy. It's artificially sweet. It's everything you want in an ice cream on a hot day.